Today is the superintendent of Northwest Schools, Jeff Bontrager. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Bart. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
Good.
Can I shake your hand?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
So our sticker people, they sent me some stickers, and so I got one for you for Valentine's Day.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'll put it on your zip up.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. So now
Excellent.
you've got because you're not wearing red, even
what-
though that's one of your school
So
colors.
what is it?
Let's see. What does it say? Damn, I'm so hot.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Is that really is that really appropriate for me to wear back to school? I might have to take that off in the vehicle.
All
back.
right, whatever. I got some other one.
Oh, that's funny.
So it's been a while, since I was a student, but we used to tape like a brown paper bag on our desk, and people would go around and load it up with Valentine's. They still do that stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes teachers have time. They have the kids make a little envelope, and it's usually full and overflowing. But
Are you doing anything for Mrs. Bontrager?
I'm actually picking her up from the airport. She and her sister in Florida visiting their parents.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, you could have maybe something on the way home
So
from the
it'd
airport.
have to be a little impromptu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get off on Bellevue Road and.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you.
KFC.
Yeah. Culver's. So you guys have your support of your district in passing a bond for
Yes.
some expansions and some improvements.
Yes.
What's the status on that?
So the first bid package is wrapped up, and kudos to our local contractors. They showed up and sharpened pencils, and so we have a lot of local companies involved, and we're excited about that. That construction will be at the early elementary, and that will start at the beginning of June.
Oh, wow.
And that's a 6 classroom addition with some additional storage. And we have another bid package that's going to be published and going out at the end of this month for the upper elementary, which is going to start towards the end of summer. That will be a 4 classroom addition in restrooms and some storage area as well. So the whole project will take a little over 3 years. It's a 2-phase project, so next on the agenda, both of those are scheduled to be done at the latest the summer of '25, and then start construction at the middle school the summer of '25.
I know the Jackson area construction industry has
Yep.
been very aggressive in demonstrating they have the ability to do these big projects. But on the other hand, you and I think there's several superintendents who have actually been to the Jackson Commercial Contractors Association making a pitch for these guys to put bids in when you have the projects coming up. It didn't used to be that way.
And what we have found with, as you know, we passed 2 bonds back in the 2013, and the work that was done by our local contractors, we just highly encourage, not only for the stimulation of economy for right here in Jackson, but also when things go wrong or need to be fixed, or it's great to have that relationship already built with a local contractor, a local company. So we're excited about that and that opportunity, and I know that in general, at least we had, whether they won the bid or not, we at least had somebody from local entity bid in all the different categories. So we hope, again, we encourage another bid package coming out end of the month. We would love to have people bid on it from our area. So
Awesome. And one of the ways you can find out about these bids and these opportunities, you've got all that on your website, but also the Jackson Commercial Contractors
Correct.
Association.
Correct.
They keep all of those bid packages on their website as well, so you can you're free to check those out. Winter sports, I know you guys have got the wrestling team anticipating and hoping a trip to the States this year. Wrestling's been a strong program in Northwest.
We were loaded last year as far as seniors and experience and so on, and we had just a very odd ending to our season with it's hard to even explain unless you were there. It's a very, very odd end and very nail-biting, disappointing, and so on. However, so we have a really young team this year, and so for us to win districts, that was huge for us. So, and we're hosting regionals tonight. So, yeah, good luck to our Mountie grapplers.
The rest of winter sports, up and down, I know you've got some really talented athletes that have already made commitments to play basketball in college once they finish with Northwest. How are the other winter sports teams doing?
Doing well. I mean, it's some disappointments, but kids participating, and I have to say, as far as high school sports is a special time. After being a parent and having two kids play college basketball, I feel like sometimes it's easy for parents and players to not enjoy the high school experience.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because they're always looking at, hey, we got to do this and stats, because the ultimate goal is to play in college. And I think that at the college level, it's so different. I mean, it's wonderful, but it's so different than, high school is just unique. It's a unique, close-knit experience. And, if I could, one suggestion as a parent for high school athletes and the parents, just enjoy the high school experience, whether that's the end of your athletic trail or you go on to college, either or, enjoy that, because it's really unique. Mm-hmm. Like with my kids, high school basketball was unique compared to the way college basketball experience is. So
Yeah, I agree. And I, too, a parent of someone who played sports in high school and then went on to college, completely different. And
it is.
It's really a big disappointment
Mm-hmm.
once they get to college, because everything changes. I remember the first time I went to a track meet of Andy's at Siena Heights. It's like, am I in the wrong place? Where is everyone?
Right.
No.
So I have the funniest story with Josie, my younger daughter, when she was her freshman year in college, and they did the preseason. It was either 5:30 or 6 a.m. preseason hardcore workouts, and she played with Ella in college. They both played, and they funniest. I wish I was there to actually see it live, but I could picture it, because Ella texted us that Josie leans over to her and says, so I've worked this hard since third grade for this. Because it was like they got no sleep. It was like the whole 2 days. It was in the early morning, and then it was late at night, and and it's a lot. They when they go on road trips, they leave on usually Wednesday morning, and they're gone until they come back on usually Sunday early morning, because they just travel through the night wherever they're at, whether it's someplace in the Midwest. So
Yeah,
It's
I
a
agree.
lot.
So enjoy the high school experience because there's nothing like it.
There is not.
Yeah.
And like you said, even unless you're playing in the Big Ten or something, you assume there's going to be, thousands of people at the game. And when you think about it, these kids are from all over the place that play there. So parents, it's tough to make it during
parents aren't
during the
there.
week. So.
Last week, the governor announced she has plans to increase funding to schools. Big part of her budget education. She wants to ensure that community college is free for everyone. She wants to expand preschool and continue free food, free meals for breakfast and lunch for everyone in the state, and an increase in the funding formula for local school districts. As an educator, it sounds like a lot of positive things. Is it what you would hope for?
It's what's hard about it, and we could talk about this all day long. But what's challenging about it through the COVID times, there's been a huge influx of one-time allocated money. Mm-hmm. What's challenging about this is, that's anywhere from specified for security to counseling to SROs or police officers to nurses and so on. And what's hard with this is, this isn't, that money to support that is not built into the formula. Mm-hmm. Those are individual allocations that districts apply for. But what's difficult about that from a superintendent's perspective in the school board is that equals people. Programs, it takes people to run it. And so it's going to be interesting over the next few years if there is movement, some movement away from the potential grants and continuing to robustly fund the per pupil allocations, so there can be some consistency as far as planning, if that makes sense.
Right.
So I mean, as a superintendent, I'm always thankful, and I'll always be thankful for any type of an increase. It creates some challenges as far as staffing is what it comes down to. Because now, I mean, if you asked me 10 years ago this question, but now can you imagine not having, with all the fragile health issues of not having nurses or not having liaison officers, or these are 10 years ago were novelties type bill. Now it's like every school district has.
Yeah, and you're right. If it's an allocation that's in a one-year budget, then you ramp up and then you have to lay people out.
And hope, correct. But you know what? Right now, year by year, we're doing okay.
Well,
try not to stress yourself out too much over these things.
Great. Well, thanks for coming in.
It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Hey, thank you for my special Valentine.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It is early release today, so I think the kids would be gone by the time I'm like
Early release, they won't say it.
Yeah.
We are
Northwest. Go Mounties.
Superintendent Jeff Bontrager. Well, we're already